always. First the blade like ball face. Echo when I let go of this praise in the hallway. Special, the way he wrestled with the devil. Come on. The pedal to the meadow while leveling up all day. Yeah. It's always. First the blade like ball face. Echo when I let go of this praise in the hallway. Special, the way he wrestled with the devil. Come on. The pedal to the meadow while leveling up all day.
What's up? Good evening, or good afternoon, whatever it is. Welcome to the TDT Poshcast right here on YouTube. I am your host, Tristan T. Some of y'all call me TDT. Some of y'all call me TD. I think the number one thing people call me is crazy. That's what I think it is. Crazy, big head, all the type of stuff y'all call me. But I think people really call me TD. That's what y'all know me as. But thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday. For another episode of the TDT Poshcast, which is my YouTube podcast. And on the TDT Poshcast, I interview live show host Posho. If you're familiar with Poshmark, which most of you are, most of you who have subscribed are familiar with Poshmark. Here on the TDT Poshcast, we interview live show hosts, and we kind of pick their brain. We ask them for different tips, plus we're live, y'all. So if you're watching this live, let me know that you're watching live, because if you have questions for our guest this evening, you can ask her some questions, comments. It's live. So tag your people, share with a friend, subscribe to the channel. And we do this every Sunday at 6. Every Tuesday and Saturday at 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. So let me see who's watching before we bring on our special guest. Diana is in the building. Good to see you, Diana, aka Move Your Body. The Queen of Dancing is in the house. What's going on? Megan K is in the building. Good to see you. Jennifer, there she is, my good friend Jennifer Otto. Some people say Jennifer Otto. It is what it is. Some of us call you Big Head. Okay, we know who that is. That's Big Meg. If you're watching this, ignore her comments. Just skip over hers. When you see her type something, just ignore it. I'm just joking. What's up? What's going on? Miss, I almost called you Miss D. Eken Kim is in the building. Good to see you. Brenda Redmond is in the house. All right, y'all. So without further ado, again, go ahead and subscribe, y'all. Go ahead and subscribe. This can't be possible without supporters like you who are watching. And we're going to have some fun this evening. We're going to talk about Poshmark. Hopefully we can get some tips. I realize there's a lot of first-time Poshers who watch this podcast as well. And it's always good to help out people who are new to Poshmark and new to doing live shows, so we can help everyone not only make some money, but just have, make Poshmark a great community that it is. So thank y'all for joining. I'm going to bring on our special guest without further ado. Now, this individual, what first made me gravitate towards her, well, number one, she's very humorous. I like people who are humorous. She has a great sense of humor, and she's very professional. She's great with the chat. She goes quickly through the tray. She'll move through the tray real fast. She gets your items in and out, and she has a great professional live auction show. I like her style, how she does it. And she's also very nice. So let's welcome all the way from Kansas, Avrils Closet is in the building. What's going on, Avril?
Hi, guys.
How you doing, Avril?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for tuning in, or thank you for being available on this Sunday. As I always say, Sunday is a time for people to relax and they chill, but thank you for taking the time out to join us on this Sunday.
Of course.
How's it going in Kansas?
It's good.
It's good. Y'all see, Avril got the all black theme. Do y'all see it? Black dress, black background, black dresser, black locker. We're gonna talk about the locker here in a little bit. What's going on? Leandria is in the building. Lily Pierre
Hi,
Charles.
Lily.
What's going on, Lily? There's a lot of names she has. I forgot it was Pierre Charles. How you doing? Yes, Avril is in.
Hi, guys. I wonder if I should shut my Wi-Fi off, because you're like lagging for me.
Am I lagging? Maybe it's, let me make sure. What's up? Lily is in the building. Let's see. Am I still lagging?
Mm-mm.
I'm good. Okay, maybe.
You're good.
Yeah. All right. Jenny, who is okay. So let's start here. Avril's Closet. How long have you been on Poshmark?
This June will be 2 years.
Oh, that's it.
Yep.
Wow. It seems like you've been on there for much longer.
Yeah.
You
two
got
years.
a hang of it.
Yeah.
Lily says you were her first. You're my first live.
Aw.
Again, what does that mean? You're my first live. Does that mean she's the first one you saw go live? I think that's what she's saying.
Maybe
Uh,
has she
what?
ever watched one of these?
Oh, you talk. I don't. Oh, talking about the. I don't know. You got to realize Lily. She don't really. She's not really clear on what she. Anyways. So for 2 years now, when did you start actually doing live shows, live auctions?
A year ago.
A year ago. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How's it been going for you?
Good. Very good.
It's been going very good. The money has been coming in.
It's not just about that, but yeah.
It's not just about the money, y'all. Do y'all hear that? It's not about the money, but she said it's been going good. Okay, Lily says it's her first time. Oh, you're the first interview she's seen on the TDT Podcast. Well, thank you for your support, Lily. Thank you for joining. Again, y'all, we are live, so if you have any questions for our wonderful host, just let us know. Okay, so what is it like in Kansas? I've never been to Kansas.
Very like prairie.
Very prairie. What is that?
Like
what
fields. Lots of fields.
Lots of fields.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Big Meg says she's the first one as well. Okay. Lots of fields in Kansas. I've never been to Kansas. Is that where you're born and raised, from Kansas?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How's the weather there in Kansas?
It was like kind of gloomy today. A little warm though.
Okay.
Were you asking me like the funny joke?
No, I was asking you seriously. Hey, for those of y'all who if you missed the show this past Saturday, my show on Poshmark, it was very entertaining, very fun. We had an individual, Pink Kim. Shout out to Pink Kim. I asked her, I said, how's the weather, Pink Kim? And she said, what did she say? We were what did she, I forgot how she said it now. We were weather gotten bad, but I ain't worried about it. I don't know if it was a typo or what. So I said, I'm gonna start saying that. If somebody says, how's the weather in Houston? I'm gonna say, hey man, we were weather gotten bad, but I ain't worried about it. It's all good. Yeah, it was very fun. Shout out to Pink Kim. Okay, so Kansas. That's it. Let me put it up there. Lily said it. She says, we are weather gotten bad, but we going to make the best. That's not what she said, Lily. See, you don't.
The first part, the first half.
Yeah, the first part. Yeah, and then she said, we ain't worried about it. Yeah,
but I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, she said, but I ain't worried about it. Shoot, I ain't worried about the weather. So for those of you who don't know Avril, I mean, a lot of people know Avril. What type of items do you sell in your closet? If somebody says, I'm gonna check out her closet, I saw the podcast, I'm interested to see what kind of items she sells. What kind of items can we find in Avril's closet?
Sell boutique clothes.
Boutique clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like dresses, skirts, bralettes.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can find a little bit of everything. Now, is it new with tags, new without tags, or is it a mixture of both?
It's all new, brand new. Some have tags, some don't. That's just how boutique stuff works.
Some have tags and some don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Big Meg says y'all have tornadoes out there in Kansas.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hopefully you haven't been affected by any tornadoes.
No, I haven't.
All is well. Okay, well that's good. So new with tags, most of the things are brand new. Now, when did you so you started about a year ago doing live shows. Is there anything you would like to see Poshmark add to, they're always coming out with different updates and things like that in regards to the shows? Any type of features you want to see them include?
Maybe like when you co-host with someone, you can still see the slideshow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one because I think that actually is a good one. Because if somebody's hosting with you, you can't see the slideshow.
Yeah, and no one likes that. Everyone always complains.
Everyone always complains. Ask the hard questions. Somebody said, Big Meg says, where is your boyfriend Ajawa? Who is Ajawa?
Adabessa?
Yeah, Big Meg, she told me she didn't drink, but I'm starting to think otherwise. I don't know what she's talking about. I think she meant Adabessa. But so what is a normal day like for you? I know you say you're a full-time posher.
Mm-hmm.
What's a normal day like for Avril?
Well, like a work day before the show, I'm listing or just setting up the rack, and then I go live for like 5 hours out of the day, almost every day.
Okay, so speaking of that, what days do you go live? Like, do you have a specific set schedule, or you just do it whenever?
Kind of whenever, but I try to do Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, every day.
Yeah.
What time can they see you?
4 p.m. Central Time.
4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all catch Avrils Closet. And what can they expect? Well, you already told us new. Oh yeah, share shows. Do you do share
Mhm.
shows? You do share
Yes.
shows, right?
Yep.
How do you feel about share shows? Because I've been hearing some, there's a lot of positive things about share shows. A lot of people have been saying negative things about share shows. What do
Yeah.
you feel about share shows itself?
I feel kind of mixed with it because if you're trying to be full time, most people aren't there for you. They're
Right,
there
right.
for their items to be ran. But I stick to share shows because I just like helping people make sales.
Yeah, exactly. Do you feel like you get more people in share shows than you do in, just trying to sell your items?
Yes, yes.
You do. What's going on, Gwen? How you doing, Gwen? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So what kind of, for people who are doing it full time, what kind of, do you have any advice for those people who, can actually make some sort of living off of it doing full time? Because you just said share shows, you may not sell a whole lot of your items, but you're still
Um,
doing it full time. What do you think people can do?
well, I think with share shows, you can make it work. You really just have to push your audience and you find the people that are going to come support you and see what you're doing, and they help you out by buying
Right.
from you, and you build an audience that way, but it takes a long time doing share shows.
Building an audience. That is a key, building an audience. What's going on? Absolute Affluence is back in the building. Good to see you. Yeah, what? You're a little late. That's all good. Absolute Affluence. Thank you for joining. Appreciate your support. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of different postures. People have said it. Other people that I've interviewed said it. It's about building a community. You
Yeah.
get the same followers, people
Yeah.
join in, and that's what it's about. Do you have any advice on building that following or building that community, or because
Um, you
I'll go ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
You should be kind, be a kind person, someone that like they can attract to. They don't want anyone who's boring, who doesn't interact with them.
Right.
Be interactive, be a kind person.
Yes.
Don't be in it for the wrong things.
Right. Don't be in it for the wrong things. That's a good one. And you said one of the things that I like about you is that you're very engaged, kind of like what you just said. You engaged in the chat. I don't think you ever miss a comment in the chat.
No, I don't.
You
You do
always,
all the time.
yeah. Just see if you ever want to get Avril's attention, it's very easy in her show. Just say anything. She will read the chat while she's showing her items, sharing other people's items. So I noticed that you're very but you haven't been doing this that long. You said about a year, but I noticed you're very fast paced, and you got the technology down, you got the tray down. How long did it take you to get adjusted to doing live shows? Because some people, when they first go live, it takes them a while. They say, hey, bear with me, this is my first time, I just started doing this. But you got it down like this. How long did it take you to do that, to just get it down?
I had a little bit of an advantage because I was homeschooled all throughout high school. So I was always on technology,
Oh, okay.
on the camera in school. I'd say the biggest thing for me was I had really bad lighting in the beginning, like really bad. And so getting lighting was a big deal. But I don't know, I was shy. I was really nervous in the beginning, but the people just made it easy,
Yeah.
interacting with them.
So you were homeschooled throughout the entire high school,
Yeah,
all your years. Okay. How was that, being homeschooled?
it was good. I liked it. It got lonely, but it was good. It was
Okay.
okay.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anybody who was homeschooled. But yeah, I hear that a lot of people do it though. We have a question from Jennifer. She says, Is that why you have the locker? So she's bringing up the locker situation here. Is that why you have the
Um,
locker? Because you were homeschooled, so you wanted to have the feel of being in a school, so you
the
brought home the locker.
the
You just
story is boring of the locker.
well, okay. I thought that you went to the school and asked the principal if you can have the locker, and they
No.
said we usually don't do this, but go ahead, and you took the locker home. For
Um,
those, for those of you who don't know, Avril is the only posher or probably individual in the world who took her locker from school. It's
I
very
didn't.
interesting.
I didn't.
She didn't, but she has. She has it. Yeah, Jennifer wants to know. She says she's asking out of love, Avril. She's asking out of love.
Um, my locker just came with the house when I moved into it.
Oh, the locker just came. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was silver, but I painted it black.
I do like the black. Is that your favorite color? I noticed. Well, I think I've asked you that before. Black is your favorite color, right?
My favorite color is pink, but I like,
Oh, really?
everything to be black.
Favorite. So, what do you like to be pink? If your favorite color is pink,
Honestly, that's a good question. I just like to look at pink. I
you
like to
like to
have
look
pink
at pink.
accents. I like everything black, but with pink accents.
Okay, everything black, but with pink accents. Okay,
Yeah.
but yes, I thought it was black because you always, even your locker is black. You painted it black. The desk behind you is black. Everything's black.
My favorite color should be black.
Favorite color, yeah. She says pink. I didn't know that, but now we know. We learned something new. I always ask people this: what are the benefits that you found of doing having live shows and not having live shows? Just because there's some people who don't go live, they don't like to do it, they don't want to do it, but they're very successful selling items in their closet. Just people buy straight from the closet. What are some benefits for people who are considering going live on Poshmark, but not sure? Why should they? You think?
Well, from my experience now, like when I first started Posh, I made a lot of sales right out of my closet, but live shows weren't a thing. And then I think when the live show started, I don't ever make closet sales anymore. So I rely
Right.
completely on live show sales.
Yeah, I think I kind of noticed it about myself as well. It's like I look forward to doing live
Me
shows
too.
where it's like, okay, if I sell in my closet, it is what it is. It's fine. If I don't, that's fine. But
Hmm.
live shows is where the focus is because
Yeah.
you can sell rapidly, you can sell faster. Although you have to bring down the price. That's the only thing you have to. Well, some people don't. I've seen people they run something LV. It says it's in her closet for $950, and I say, okay, what is she running it for? Let's go. Go ahead. I request the auction. Let's go. And she runs it for
950.
$950. I'm like, okay, she wants all her money. There's no discounts. Okay,
That's
but yeah,
funny.
but that's the thing though. When you run items in an auction, you have to. I don't know. You don't have to, but it's an unwritten rule. You drop the price.
Yeah. Maybe we should
Speaking of,
change it though.
change it to what? Just don't drop it.
Well, you should have the option. If somebody doesn't want to drop their price, that's their price. There shouldn't be like a thing in people's head saying, "Oh, I'm not going to buy that because they didn't drop the price."
Right.
And
That's true. Yeah. But it doesn't happen that often. Not, I would say
no,
99% of people do drop the price. There's only a few
yeah,
people who says, I don't care nothing
yeah.
about none of that. Speaking of dropping the price, do you do low start auctions? Do you ever run anything at like $3 starts, $5 starts?
No,
No.
no.
She just says, no, I don't. Next question. Next. Keep them coming. Keep the questions coming. Next. Okay. Yeah. So no low starts. How do you feel about the low starts? Because some people, get robbed. They expect an item to sell for like 100 or 200, but it only sells for like 20. And then they get upset. Some people cancel and all those type of things.
Yeah,
What do you think about the whole low start movement? Because I remember asking Nail's Closet, and she was saying how she thinks that kind of killed. She
it
thinks that's
did.
why
Hmm.
she said she thinks that's why a lot of brands don't sell anymore. Like I
Yeah.
remember Vera Bradley used to sell fast.
Hmm.
Remember the Louis Vuitton belt bags? Those used to
Yeah.
sell quick.
The
What do you
Louis
think
Vuitton.
about that?
Was it Lululemon?
I mean, what I said, Louis Vuitton is
Yeah.
Lululemon. Lululemon belt bag, not Louis Vuitton. Not some
Those
people.
two.
Yeah, somebody gonna be looking. I didn't even know they made LV belt bags. I'm gonna go look. What's going on? Brittany B from Cypress, Texas, in the building. We have a question from Absolute Affluence, who says, "Oh no, that's not it. Here it is. What was your highest profit margin item you sold?" like from what you paid to what it sold for? You think?
That's a good
If you can,
question.
if you can recall.
I just now started getting like really like I only have a few higher priced items in my closet. Most
Right.
stuff is usually under 50 though, so
Okay. But and those items, do you get them fairly cheap? I guess that would make a good depending on how much you get them for, you know.
I usually pay between $5 to $10 for
Oh,
every
really?
item I sell.
Wow. That means, hey, y'all, Avril is making some moolah, some dinero, cheddar cheese, pesos, some bread, 5 to 10, and you turn around and sell it for 50. Okay.
No.
Hey,
No.
I thought that's what you just said. You pay
I said
five
it's
for
all
10.
under 50,
Oh, all under 50, all under 50.
not all
So
50.
if you're looking for a closet that you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on, check out Avril's Closet. And if you want to know there she go, there she is. What's going on, Bree baby? $3 starts. She's obsessed with these $3 starts. Every time I run something, she says, "How about I say this is a new tag T-shirt? Let's do a $3 start." No, Bree baby, we don't. Every item is not a $3 start item, Bree baby. But
Mhm.
anyways, thank you for joining. Now, if you're wondering what kind of items does Avril sell, well, you don't know this, but I have a little clip, Avril. I have a little clip.
Tristan, why? You said you would ask permission before you recorded anything.
Okay, I don't have to show the clip.
Go ahead. I'm
Are you
scared
sure?
though.
No, let's take a look at it.
Is it embarrassing?
No, it's not. It's not embarrassing. It's just a clip of you doing your thing. So,
Oh, I'm so scared. I've never seen myself do this.
okay, here we go.
Where this retails 138. I'm gonna run it for 42. Super cute. Size small, 22 inches pit to pit. It is a cropped fit. Pupils in the back, and then Puma down both sleeves. This is very cute. 138 retail.
You had the Janet Jackson vibes going with that jacket.
Yeah.
Hey, can somebody please go and buy that jacket? I believe she's had that in her closet since Hitler died. If somebody can help her, do you still have that jacket?
It's a shirt.
Oh, it's your shirt. Excuse me. See, I need to learn more about my items. I mean, I've learned more. I've learned a lot about ladies' items while being on Posh. I didn't even know what a bralette was until I joined Posh. I said, oh, that's what you call it. That's a bralette. So, so I've learned a little bit. So that was what now? A shirt.
Yeah, it's like a crop top.
It's a crop top, y'all. So if y'all like that sparkly crop top, it's available right now in her closet. Right now, you can wear it. Where would you wear that? To the club. You can wear that. A nice fancy dinner, elegant
I mean, also
date.
it's like it's Puma. It's a collab with Puma, so it's like athletic too, you know.
It's a collab with Puma. That's nice.
Yeah.
Big Meg says you're good at sourcing,
Thank you.
which brings me to another point for people who are just getting into this thing, being a reseller, because that's what we are. We're resellers. What sourcing tips can you give? Some sourcing ideas. They don't know where to start. They don't know where to go. Where can they start? They say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start after watching Avril's interview. I decide I'm gonna be a reseller, and I'm gonna start today. Where should that person begin?
Well, first it depends on what you're into. You know, you have to find what you want to sell. So,
Right.
but if you want to do what I do, right now I source wholesale through Poshmark, the Poshmark tab. I go in there, I scroll, and I find things I like that I think my viewers would like.
Now you do. Now what was that again? Wholesale through where?
Poshmark.
They have a wholesale option.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
they have a wholesale section,
Yeah.
and for people who have a lot of items, and you can purchase straight from. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? Viewers who are watching, I didn't know that. So you learn something new every day here. So that's a good one right there. You can go to the wholesale section on Poshmark. Ed Ken Kim says, go to consignments, pallets, wholesale, Poshmark. Yeah, that's what you just said. Oh, y'all knew that. They're saying they knew that. So I'm behind. I need to catch up. I did not know that.
You have to get like access to go onto that part, but it doesn't take hardly anything.
It doesn't take. Okay, so that's for those of you who don't want to know where to start. You can start right there on Poshmark.
I
What's
think
going on? Miss
it's been
D
so
is in the
long
building.
since I've even had to do that, so I think you have to get access for it.
Okay, and I will also add to that. You can start in your own closet. That's what I did.
Yeah, me
I
too.
I started, with some old shirts and whatever I had in my closet. You can start there and then just work your way up from there.
Yeah.
What do you feel about like going to like Goodwill, those type of thrift stores?
Whenever I first started lives, that is kind of what I was doing, but I
Hmm.
noticed that the want for used goods, at least in my show, went down. You know what I'm saying? People weren't wanting to pay too much money for something that had been worn before.
Okay, for used stuff. That's a good point actually. If it is something that's used, what do you see? I know you're in other people's shows sometimes. What do you see that does sell a lot that are used items? If it is used items, what are they looking for? You think most people, what are they looking for?
Very like high quality brands.
High quality, like bags, Louis Vuitton,
Yeah, or
Prada,
like, free people when it comes to clothes, free people. People will buy
free
you.
people. Okay, we have a question. Absolute Affluence says, Avril, are most of your items new with tags or pre-loved as well? I don't think they were here when you answered that.
They're all new. Everything is new.
Everything is new in
Um,
Avril's Closet.
unless it's something, from my closet or like a family member's closet that they give to me. But
Right. Okay. So I guess that's another good way you can build your closet. What you just said, you can help other people sell their clothes.
yeah,
They say, hey, Avril, can you sell this for me? Do you give them a percentage of it, or you just it's all yours?
it depends what they say. If they're like, I don't want anything for this, then. But if they do, I give them all the money, if they want the money for it.
Yeah, if they want the money, you give them all the money. Okay. Um, Now, in regards to live shows, I think you touched on it a little bit. Be, engaged. Um, what other tips do you have as far as doing live shows, like, loading the tray? How about this? Have you found that there's a certain type of day on Poshmark that are better than others than doing live shows?
Um, for me, like making sales wise, I think it's kind of weird, but my most successful day is Monday.
Oh, Mondays.
Yeah, which is weird because you think it would be like a Friday, but it's Monday for me.
It's Monday. Okay. Monday. So those who are watching, you might want to test out Mondays if you're not
Hmm.
going live on Mondays. What about, does it matter the time? Morning, noon, evening, night?
Um, I'm just used to my time, so I really haven't tried too many times.
Okay. And what was your time again?
4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all check out Avrils Closet. Um, what do you think about handling the competition? There's a lot of postures going live now. Do you see it as
Mhm.
competition, or do you see it as you just still do your thing and do what you do?
I just do my thing. I don't let it get to me. I see a lot of people who are like, oh, a lot of people are on. You
Yeah.
know, it's like you just got to build your audience. It doesn't matter how many people in your shows. I've had, when I first started, 10 people in my shows and we made sales. Just don't let
Right.
it get you down. Don't show that you're down. You know what I'm saying? People don't like that energy.
Have good energy. Don't let it bother you. Yeah, I do. That's a good point. I've seen people do that. Like, nobody's selling, nobody's
And
buying
then,
nothing.
of course, someone's going to buy when you're saying that.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel about this? Kind of along that line, you have some people who come in shows and say, "Hey, I just had, my dog is having surgery this Friday. I need help to pay for the surgery," and then they run their item. Have you
This
seen
is
Have you
kind
seen that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was in somebody's show, and the individual read that comment and said, "Hey, nobody cares. You don't have to." I'm
Oh
serious. That's what
my.
I'm not gonna say the person's name, but that's what the person said. Hey, nobody's cares if I don't come in here. It's talking about you got this surgery, you got this, and
I wonder what the
you know,
comment was. Like, was it about their dog?
yeah, it was about veterinarian. My dog, she has to go to get some surgery done. I appreciate any bids, but then you have people who don't, because I think that everybody has things going on in their lives.
Yeah. All of
So,
us.
but a lot of people, yeah, everybody has stuff going on, but a lot of people don't come on and announce it, but they still would like a bid. So, like, what do you feel about? Is it okay, or is it just it is what it is?
I think it does ruin your chance of a sale a little bit, because I think maybe someone might second guess your situation and be like, is that
Right.
really going on?
Yeah. Is that really going on? I I don't believe I checked out Avril's show. Yeah, tune in Monday. B.
Yay.
Clark. Oh, like a sympathy buy. Yeah, like a sympathy buy, I guess you can call it. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's either good or bad. I'm just saying I've seen that, and I've seen a lot of people don't like it when you come in and say that type of stuff.
I mean, I
And
wouldn't say no one cares to anyone, but
right. But yeah, there are some. Yeah,
I
I
probably
just
wouldn't read the comment though, to be honest.
okay. That's a good idea. Just kind of let the chat read it. Somebody buys an item from Avril. How soon can they expect it to be shipped out?
Next day.
Next day. Okay, that's pretty good.
I pack it right after the show, and it's out the next day.
Now, as far as packing and shipping, do you use like the USPS poly mailers and they have free supplies, or do you have your own supplies?
So I have my I don't know, cute poly mailers with prints on them, fun prints.
Okay.
So I pack my clothes into those, and obviously depending on how much, I just use the UPS boxes or the USPS boxes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Have you found a lot of situations where you had items that were more than 5 pounds and you had to upgrade the shipping label? Have you ever had to do that?
Yeah, a few times. I got in trouble one time because I didn't weigh it and it went through, and they said, "This is your one warning."
Yeah. They said this is your one warning. Next time they're gonna deduct it from what you made. I got that the other day, as a matter of fact. Last week they told me that. I said, man, because I felt the box. I was like, man, is this 5 pounds? I don't have a scale. Oh well. And you have to wait in line at the post office if you want them to put it on the scale and do all that. I just put it on the counter and said, hey, and walked off. And we'll see what happens. And that's when I got that notification. I just had to get a rental and get my car fixed. It's life. Yeah. It's life, Big Meg. Yeah. Absolute Affluence says, hey, you know what would be a good idea is to donate $1 to a Posh's show, like a button, like the heart button. That way, if you enjoy the show and want to support them, but you don't see anything you want, like a tip button. Yeah. What do you feel? What do you think about that? Should there be a tip button on Posh for the host?
Yes. Other platforms have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay.
I would think that people would be accidentally tipping. I mean, that was an accidental tip. Can I have that $2 back?
No refunds.
Yeah, everybody be saying, hey, I don't do accidental tips, accidental bids. If you tip me $100, you just lost $100. So I like that idea though. Absolute Affluence, a tip button. But they're still coming out with different updates. So nobody knows. They probably already have all these things in mind. Usually what companies do, they have all this in mind, but they release it bit by bit, so they don't give you everything. But that's a good idea. Do you take your items to the post office, or do you have, I know some people have the mail person come to their house and pick it up. I've never done that one before. I've always dropped it off.
Yeah, I take it to the post office because I tried to sign up for that thing where they came to my house and it didn't work. I don't know. It wouldn't work for me.
What you mean? Like you got an error message?
It just wouldn't load.
It wouldn't load. Okay, so that was probably your internet. Don't blame it on.
No, I Googled it and everyone was having that problem.
Oh, okay. It was just a temporary.
I prefer to take the drive to the post office. I enjoy it.
You live far from the post office?
No.
I don't either. I think that's why you enjoy it, because you don't have to drive across town, out of town.
Yeah.
Diana says, I do it all the time, laugh out loud, but I have them pick it up off my porch. So I don't know if they even weigh it. Oh, that's a good point. I guess you don't know. You have to have your own scale if you're going to do that. Maybe we should do that, y'all. Everybody, let's invest in a scale so you don't get the surprise notification that Poshmark deducts it from what you're making.
I have a scale. I bought one after I got the message. Welcome back.
Scale. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's calling me. But yeah, I might get one actually, because the more items you sell, as you continued your
Yeah.
selling items, you're gonna end up selling more than £5. So yeah, it's a good
Mhm.
idea to do that. Speaking of deductions, 20% that Poshmark keeps.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? What do you think?
I kind of mixed about it. I think it's fair, but I think that especially like share show hosts, I think should
Uh-huh.
get paid.
Share host should get a little something on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe based on the amount of items that you
Yeah.
sold in your tray,
Yeah.
they give you something.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That'll get a lot of people to that. Actually, that's another good idea. That'll get a lot of people, more people to do share shows
Mm-hmm.
and to do shows, period.
Yeah.
Here's a question from B Clark, Brittany B, I believe. How do you know how much to charge for an additional label? I had someone purchase 12 items yesterday, and I need an additional label, but I didn't know what I was doing, so I just paid it.
So, now that I have the scale, I'll weigh it. And then I go into the order and it has like an option to upgrade your label. And I think it just
Right.
tells you, you know, if it's over 5 pounds, if it's over 8 pounds or whatever, this is the label you need.
Okay. So that's done at the time when you receive the label. When is that done?
Well, once you're done packing your order, I just put it on the scale.
Yes.
And then if I need a bigger label, I'll just go upgrade my label and
Gotcha. Yeah.
on
See,
there.
the scale is the key. And Marcy even says, look, y'all, you can weigh it on the kiosk at USPS.
Yep.
So they do have a kiosk. Marcy Frederickson is in the building. How you doing, Marcy? Good to see you. Yeah, we all need a scale. What's up? Nails is in the building. She says, if you have them, go purchase an extra label outside of your closet instead of doing it yourself live. It will cover the extra shipping label. See,
True.
Nails has all the ins and outs. She knows how to do it. She knows she can get behind this, but beyond the system. Nails is in the building. What's going on?
If Posh was like kind of cracking down on people having people buy the extra label. I kind of heard. I don't know for sure. I never had it happen to me, but I think it's because they want you to pay for the extra label. You know?
Right. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
But people still do it all the time. I see it all the time.
People still do it all the time. What's going on? Parkinson from Dallas, Texas. He's in the building. What's going on? Good to see you. My brother Damon Terry in the house.
Hi.
Nell says they'll never know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Nels.
I don't know much about it, but I just heard it, around the streets.
On the Paw Streets. The Paw Streets. Let's talk about that. Since you say the streets, how do you feel about the Paw Streets?
Meaning, what, people leaving your show to go to another show?
Well, because it's kind of I would almost say 50-50 that I found out from different Poshers who do live auctions. 50% of them say, hey, I don't care if you dump your item and leave. You don't have to be here, whatever. But then the other 50 says, hey, if you're in my tray, I need you to stay in my tray. I'm not gonna run your item. I've even been in the person's show and they started blocking people who leave. They give you one chance. If you do it again, they taking notes, writing down names. I'm serious. And they block you. I'm not saying it's not good, either good or bad. I'm just saying that I've seen that's what people do. I've seen some people, they actually will block the individual who doesn't stay. What do you think about people who stand and don't stay? People in the streets.
I think especially because I'm weekdays. People have lives. I don't get mad at anyone for not being there. I just say, if you're not here, I can't run your items, but I don't get mad. People have lives to live. I don't assume they're in the streets. I assume they're working or something. Yeah,
because a lot of people do Posh and work, full-time jobs. They be in the office. You see people say, hey, my manager came to my office. Can you rerun that?
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, you don't want to get fired now. How you get fired? Yeah. Well, I was Poshing, at the same time I was working. You don't want to get fired, but
right.
That's a good point. Some people are not just in the streets. They're working, doing other things, washing clothes, doing all kind of stuff.
If I have like repeat offenders where it's like every show they're dropping and they're not there. Like it does tick me off a little bit, but I don't think I'd
Okay.
block
You wouldn't block them. Okay. But there are some people who will block you and you try to go in their show and you can't get in.
You
You,
try to go to your shows and they can't get in.
you try to go to their shows and you can't get in. It's, it pops up that message. I've been blocked before.
Me too.
I don't even know why I got blocked.
I don't either.
You know who it was? You remember Jersey Marks? I don't know if you remember Jersey
Oh,
Marks.
really?
But I don't think it was intentional because me and him were cool. He actually bought items from him. As a matter of fact, he sent me a free Muhammad Ali shirt, the one I wear. He sent me that for free. So I don't know if it was accident because I've been in the lady situation where I couldn't join her show. And then I found out through my friend Mel, Dreamer's Chase, that she accidentally blocked me because you can easily hit the button or whatever. So maybe it was accidental. Maybe people get accidentally blocked.
I think people have blocked me because I don't run their items.
What you mean? Like you don't get to it or you skip over?
I don't get to it.
Yeah.
They think I'm doing it intentionally.
Okay. Yeah. Now I've seen some people who kind of get upset on different shows and say, hey, I put my item 2 hours ago.
I don't like those comments.
Well, it's like we're working through it. If you want it, you got to be there early, be to the show early. If you want your item ran early and put in the tray early, you got to get there early. Jennifer says she got blocked in my show, just cheering on a buyer, immature. Okay, well, oh no, they were blocked. Jennifer, here's a question: is that the skinny guy? Oh, that's not. I thought that was for. I don't know. Yeah, I believe so. Big Mag.
I've seen his last show.
Okay, yeah, that's the show that I remember. His show. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. People were talking about it, and I tried to go in, and I couldn't go in. I was blocked. He
was talking crap about just a lot of people on Poshmark.
Yeah, I saw the topic. You can see, you scroll through and it said shill bidders or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Why do people, Miss D says, why do people follow others even though they don't have a closet? I guess just people who just shop. Like Miss D, she doesn't have a closet.
Yeah.
But she has the moolah. I tell you right now, she got that money. She will buy your stuff. I thought she's in my show so much. I thought she was a posher, but she's a shopper.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I think, cause like I know I just go to maybe someone else's followers and I just follow a bunch of people. It's just a way of like gaining more people into your closet, and so maybe everyone's not looking at your closet saying, like they're not looking at and don't see that you don't have a closet. They don't know who they're following, basically.
Right. I think she's a new account. Yeah, that makes sense.
True.
Now, Parkinson just said Poshmark will actually block you.
What?
Poshmark Style. Is that what you said? PM Style. Isn't that Poshmark? I don't know. It's PM Style will block you. Who is PM Style?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. But yeah. That's how they get their ambassador badge. Okay. Well, I don't know. I think they're talking about their own thing right now. But yeah. How do you feel about theme shows? Men share show, women share show, kids show.
I haven't done very many. I would like to. I get a little nervous because just changing up my style of show, I think, is what makes me nervous.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's good because you're attracting certain buyers. I want to shop men, so I'm going to go into this show.
Right. Yeah. Because they know exactly what they're looking for.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's a question. It says, Avril, real question. Do you see any value in being a Poshmark ambassador too?
It's been a while since I hit that. So I don't really remember. I think I got a lot more followers.
Okay.
After I hit the Poshmark Ambassador too.
Do you think it helped sales being a Poshmark Ambassador? 2, 1?
Was I even like live selling at that time? I don't know. I think a lot more people came into my closet though.
Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention. I think I'm just still a Poshmark Ambassador 1. Because one of the things to be a Poshmark Ambassador 2, you have to have a certain amount of items available to purchase in your closet.
Yeah.
So if you're always selling and you can't keep up with what you're selling, then you won't become
Yeah.
a Poshmark ambassador. You have to load a bunch of items, then start selling.
I don't really like that, because once you become the Posh Ambassador 2, even I think 1, you have to re-earn that badge.
What do you mean?
Like, once there's a period of time where you have to pretty much re-earn that the same way you did in the beginning.
Oh, really?
The same way you got it.
So it goes away at some point.
Yeah, if you don't meet that criteria after that point.
Oh, and you have to re-earn it. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
But you have to have like 100 listings, and that's what I don't like, because I try and keep a really select amount of styles in my closet.
Right. Yeah, you have to have 100 or so available listings.
That's a lot. Especially because I have, like, you know, I buy wholesale, so I get like 3, 4, 5, 6 of one item, you know. So that I don't put that into separate listings. So really my listings don't seem like a lot, but I have a lot.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Alicia King has joined. Good to see Alicia. She said you have to keep up the requirements. Okay. Oh, on an annual basis.
Yeah.
You have to keep up the requirements on an annual basis.
I might lose mine.
And Nell says, if you are a Poshmark Ambassador 2, you get first dibs to go to Posh Fest.
Are you going?
Am I going? Let's talk about Posh Fest. I think we're going to go. Crystal and I believe we're going to go. September, I believe. I think it's what,
Right.
Do you remember the dates? 13th to the 15th, something like that.
I don't remember the dates.
In September in Nashville, Tennessee, I believe. And I've never been there before. So what about you? Are you going?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I would like to, but I don't know. I get so busy. Not that I couldn't make time to do it, but I get so busy and I just don't think about things, you know? I'm like, oh shoot, that's here. I should have went, you know?
Right. Yeah. I like what Reese said. Reese said it can be a vacation time. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Take vacation. Hey, if y'all are watching, who's ever going to Posh Fest, let us know in the chat. If you're watching this live and you're going to Posh Fest, let us know. Because I want to go. If a lot of people are going, then I'm gonna go. Because I want to meet a lot of people. You know, I want to meet y'all in person, you know.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I want to go and have a dance off with Diana. We both know who's gonna win, but I want to do things like that, you know. Oh, you went last year and you loved it, Alicia said. Not sure about this year. Okay.
I think Nashville is a cool idea.
Yeah, it is. And Alicia says it's expensive. But I'm thinking about going. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
What would you like to see from Poshmark moving forward? I think I asked you this. I think I asked you that.
Yeah, a little bit, you know, like with the co-hosting tip feature.
Right.
Maybe slow down on the $3 starts.
Slow down on the $3 starts. Yeah.
I wish, but I mean, it's just not my style, so I guess I shouldn't hate on it for other people, but I think it did ruin a lot of people's sales. People want low starts.
Right.
They don't see the quality.
Yeah, I've noticed that. For people who are new to reselling, they're not sure where to start. What type of items do you think? Like what are, I guess here's the question. Now that you're experienced here on Posh, you go live every week, you do auctions. What do you see right now as the big ticket items that people are selling, that people are buying, that you can easily make money off if you have that item?
Well, you know, a lot of people do bags. I've never really done bags. I'm too scared to do bags. There's too many compartments, too many things that could flaw, you know, and you miss it and people get mad.
Yeah.
But for me, clothes, I'd say Free People is a big deal on Poshmark right now.
Free People, okay.
Yeah. Lululemon's a big deal.
Lululemon. What do y'all think, everybody? Nell says Kate Spade.
Kate Spade, yeah. Yeah. But I say start in your own closet. Get what you don't want. Spring clean your closet. See how it goes.
All right. Have you ever thought about doing things that aren't clothing? Because some people sell electronics. People sell all kind of stuff. Pet dog collars, and people just add anything to the tray. I've noticed that when I do my shows, people would just add whatever to the tray. What do you think about those items? Electronics and DVDs. I saw somebody selling DVDs. I'm like, wow, is that a big ticket item on Posh? DVDs.
I don't think so, but you never know.
You never know. I
There's
mean,
some people looking for DVDs.
there's some people looking for DVDs. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't sell DVDs, but I'm sure someone is.
Yeah, I saw somebody selling the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time, Ivan of the Ooze, whatever it was, DVD. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Parkinson says, "What do you think about hosts that require you to buy a label just to get in their tray?" Never heard that before.
What?
Ghost bidders. They call them
Ghost-
ghost bidders. What do you think about ghost bidders?
Is that like, what is that? A ghost bidder?
I don't know. Are you? But apparently, there are some people, some hosts that require you to buy a label just to get in their
What
tray.
does
I've
that
never.
mean?
I guess if you want to add items to their tray, because I guess there may be some people who don't do share shows, but they say if you want me to do a share show, or you want to have items in my tray so you can sell your items, you must buy a shipping label or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't do that. You're gonna
Nail,
make people go far away.
yeah, nails knows. Do people do that? I believe it's when someone is going to get something too cheap, and then someone comes and saves the day.
Like a
Oh, you
friend.
talk about shield bidding right here. There's the word shield bidding. So he had two questions, I think it was. A, what do you think about that? And two, what do you think about shield bidding? Which Brittany B just said. People who bid up your items, and then I
Like
think
they
that's
have
what
a
Jersey
friend on
Marks
the
was
side
talking
or
about.
something.
I guess so. And then if it doesn't go to where you want it to go, they'll cancel it after they bid. After they
Okay.
bid for it.
I think if you do a low start, you just got to be willing to take the loss if you take a loss. And if you have your friend bidding up your item, that person's overpaying for something they would have got a good deal on.
Yeah,
Without
but
the
then
friend being there.
they cancel it. Like if your friend gets the item, wins the item, but it didn't get
Yeah.
to where you wanted it to go, they'll cancel it for you because they know you really wanted $100 for it, $200.
Well, if the friend cancels, like that's fine, but some people, the friend will bid it up, and then that person who really wanted it is gonna pay way more than what they would have.
Oh yeah, because okay, because they
Mhm.
really wanted it, but that person's still trying to make it go higher.
Yeah.
So they keep outbidding, and
Yeah.
then wow. Yeah, there are a
Mhm.
lot of hosts that have shield or ghost bidders. Okay.
Yeah.
Ghost bidders are people the people that scam new sellers mostly. Oh wow. They're closing closets down for cancellations. Oh really?
Yeah, I heard that too.
People who are canceling, they're closing their closet. All right.
So I don't know too much about it, but I did have a friend on Posh who she does live shows. And I guess at
Uh-huh.
one point she was getting a lot of cancellations, people saying I accidentally bidded, can you cancel? Can you cancel?
Right.
They shut her closet down because she canceled too many times.
They shut her closet or the people
Yeah.
who were canceling?
No, her closet.
Even though she wasn't the one. Wow. So
Yeah.
people coming to her show kept canceling. It doesn't make sense though.
Yeah, I know it doesn't. But Poshmark doesn't want you to cancel for live shows.
Okay. No cancellation. How do you feel about the cancellations? I'll say this. How do you feel about accidental bids?
Okay, so I feel bad for people that accidentally bid, but people are like, oh, my dog bid. It's
Yeah,
like,
I saw a lady say her iguana tail bid.
no, you didn't.
So what do you think about that? People's iguanas and birds bidding.
I think
Um,
at that point it's on them.
it's on them.
Yeah. I think you should be careful with your phone.
Yeah. That's why Nails always says it. She says you should switch to Apple Pay.
Or just
Or you
take
should
your card off if you don't want to buy.
take your card off. Okay. That's another option.
Yeah.
But yeah, people who are watching this and that you haven't become a seller yet, or you haven't joined any live shows, another method is Apple Pay, Google Pay. When you click the button, it asks you to confirm that you want to actually bid on that item. So it prevents accidental bids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember this? Look, Absolute Affluence says the bid button needs to be a swipe. Remember when it was a swipe? Were you around?
Yeah.
It was a swipe, Absolute Affluence. It was briefly for like, I don't know, a few weeks, I think it was. Then they took the swipe away.
I heard it was because people couldn't bid up the bags fast enough.
Oh, is that why?
Because if you swipe while someone else is swiping, your bid doesn't go through.
Right, but you can easily tap it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's
It
what I
slows.
heard. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but
That's a good point. It slows down the bidding,
yeah.
and it also prevents accidental bids. You know, so
And Posh wants that money.
they want that moolah, cheddar cheese, that guap.
Yeah.
And Nail says, "Stop letting your kids play on your Poshmark account." Well,
Yeah.
Big Meg, did you hear that? Jennifer, I'm for real. For maybe your first bid needs to be a swipe, then you can tap. Hey, that's another good idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Absolute affluence. And then they made the bid button even bigger. They did. Make it even bigger.
They really wanted their money.
Like, we need more people to bid. What can we do? I know. Let's make it bigger. Somebody had a good idea, whoever worked for Posh. What about the show flyer that says support your host? Is it required that you have to buy from the host?
If you don't want to support that host, don't support the host.
That's right. Come on. If you don't want to support the host, you don't have to support the host. You don't have to buy.
You could just share their closet. Share their closet, interact in the chat.
Now, have you found that to work, like to be effective when people share your items? Like, because I mean, is there a way you can see, hey, this item sold because it was shared? I don't think there's a way.
I don't think it's ever happened to me, but some people say it does.
Some people say it does.
It is nice to share, though, I guess.
Yes, you know, they say sharing is caring.
Yeah, and I mean, it opens your closet up to a whole new buyer feed.
Right.
So.
Right. Here's a question, another question. Absolute Affluence is full of questions, ain't it? Is there a way on mobile to mute the chat so I can see the garment they are showing? Because sometimes on mobile, the chat shows over what I'm looking at buying.
Yeah. No.
No, there's no way. You got all kind of ideas, though. I'll give you credit on that. You need to write these down and send them to Posh.
Though. They should change that.
They should, yeah, so you can see the item. Tristan, what do y'all think about bundling? I think some people try to force you to bundle.
Yeah, I've seen that lately.
Actually, I have seen that. It happened to me while I bought a person's item. Well, because they did it. It usually only happens when people run their item low.
Yeah.
You know, they run they run an item that may be kind of expensive. They wanted $80, but they only got 15. And they only got 14. They say, hey, if you want to, they'll first kind of be kind about it. Hey, let me know if you want to bundle, TDT. They put in the chat. Let me know if you would like to bundle. I'm like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna let you know if I would like to bundle. Thank you. Yep. 10 minutes later, hey, did you decide if you want to bundle? I'm like, I've decided. Yes, I'm good, but I appreciate it.
And then like, I'm gonna cancel then.
Yeah, no, okay. Well, I've had a lady message me after the show and say, hey, I want to cancel this because of the bundle or whatever, you know, do it behind the scenes. I'm like, okay, yeah, but that's a good point. I don't feel like you should be kind of pressured to bundle.
Yeah.
If you run an item at a low start, you just have to deal with the consequences, you know.
Yeah.
Put it out there one time. Hey, if you want to bundle, let me know. You don't have to come back 3-5 times. So did you decide to bundle? Or did you not?
So you gonna bundle or not?
Are you gonna bundle or not? You wake up in the morning, you got a text message. How does this person get my number? You talking about, do you still want to bundle? How'd you get my number? First of all, no, I don't want to bundle. Don't text me no more. How you get my number? I'm gonna block you.
I seen this one show. She said, if people don't bundle, I'm gonna cancel your order if you only bought one item from me.
She said, oh, the host said that?
Yeah.
Wow. If you don't bundle, I'll cancel your item.
Wow. But I think that, you know, some people can't afford too much. They want to support you, but they can't afford to bundle. You shouldn't pressure them into it, make them feel bad, make them feel unwanted, unwelcome.
Yeah, I see a lot of people in the chat saying they have seen that before. What's going on? Stumbler Girl, Shop Stumbler Girl, the amazing artist, has joined the show. Thank you for joining. But yeah, a lot of people have seen that. So y'all, you don't have to feel pressured to bundle. It is what it is. It is what it is. Low starts should be ran at your own risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They should be ran at your own risk. Thank you, Alicia King. I appreciate the support. Everybody, hey, we're live here with Avrils Closet. We do this every Sunday, 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Follow Avril on Poshmark at Avrils Closet. We right at an hour. So if you have any more questions for Avril or any comments you want to make or any comments you want to say, now is the time before we get Avril out of here. Avril, you got one thing you want to let the people know before we let you go?
Like about me? I don't really think so. I mean,
what about
I hope to see you guys in my show if you have
everybody go and follow Avril, share her items out. That's what I want people to do. After you watch these interviews, go support that person. Whether you buy from them or not, that's on you, but definitely go and share and share and share. Help them get out there. But yeah. Oh, I can hit you with some real quack. I say real quack. Not real quack like a duck. Real quick. I can hit you with some real quick this or that before we get you out of here.
All right.
Amazing. Thank you, Brittany B. Hey, dogs or cats?
Ooh, I used to be more of a dog person. Now I'm more of a cat person.
Okay.
But both. I like all animals. Besides,
do you have any? Donald Duck in the house. Yeah, absolute influence. Donald Duck is in the building. Do you have dogs and cats?
Yeah, I have a dog and a cat.
You have a dog and a cat. Okay, daytime
but they
or nighttime?
Stay away from my clothes. Don't worry about it.
Hey, that's a good point. You know, there are some people that say, "Hey, this come." You ever see that, y'all? Where you see an item in the description that says "come from a pet-free home."
Yeah.
Then you get the item. It got all kind of dog hair on it.
My stuff is very protective from any of that. So
I messaged one lady. I said, "Hey, I like the item. It's very nice. You know, I may even think about reposhing it because it's very nice, but I don't really want it. But you said it came from a pet-free home." She said, "Hey, I didn't say it was my home. I just said pet-free." I said, "Okay, that's a good one." But anyways,
oh my, that's so
how about this? Daytime or nighttime?
Like in general?
Yeah, in general.
I'm more productive at night. So the nighttime.
The nighttime. Hey, we have a question from Parkinson. What do you think? What do you think about hosts that roast his viewers? Hey, let me tell you something. I only roast because they roast me first. Parkinson.
Tristan's funny.
They only roast me first. But anyway,
it's kind-hearted.
It's kind-hearted, you know.
Yeah.
Fast food or cooked meals? What do you prefer?
Cooked meals.
Travel or homebody?
Homebody. But I'd like to travel.
You like to travel? Okay. TV series or movies?
Movies.
What's your favorite movie?
Anything scary.
That's right. You do like horror movies. Did you see what just came out? I think it was Annabelle or something like that. I don't know. I just saw the previews of one new movie. But yeah, I used to watch horror movies all the time. One of my favorites is Insidious. I don't really watch horror movie anymore.
That was a good one.
The very first the first one was the best. Yes, Insidious. That was a good movie right there. Good story.
Scary.
And they have some moments in there that almost make you jump. Almost.
Yeah.
Not quite, but.
Every time I watch that, I still get a little jumpy.
Queen of the Damned. Is that with Aaliyah? I think that's with Aaliyah when she was a vampire. Big Miss D. I mean, Ed Kim says. Dang, you went way back. But yeah. How about water or fire? I'm just joking. That's not a real question. I just say that to see people's reaction.
I would say fire because I'm a fire sign.
What do you mean? You're a fire sign?
Like horoscopes.
Oh, okay.
I don't really believe in it too much, but I'm just gonna go with fire.
I never really kept up with it. There are some people who won't associate with other types of horoscopes.
I don't like that.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you're a Taurus." Oh no, we can't be cool.
Horoscope.
Exactly. Like you cannot.
No.
You shouldn't do that. You don't know. You got to get to know the person.
But I think that there are some coincidences in it, but not to judge someone's whole character off of.
Yeah, maybe some coincidence, but you shouldn't like disassociate yourself with them.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Comedies or romantic movies?
Comedies. I don't like romantic movies.
You don't like romantic? Okay. Cars or SUVs?
Cars.
Sandals or shoes?
I like slides, like Nike slides.
Slides. I'm wearing some, but they're not Nike. But yeah. and then lastly, Poshmark or WhatsApp?
Poshmark.
Very good. Very good, Avril. Very good.
Did you say WhatsApp?
I mean, it's not called WhatsApp. What is it called?
It's whatnot.
What? Excuse me. Let's try it again. Rewind. Poshmark. Oh, I messed it up. It don't matter now. I'm glad you said it. I said WhatsApp. That's not. I meant what's not. What
I don't
not?
sell through WhatsApp.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that. That's. Anyways, you know what I meant. What?
Say
what
what
not?
you mean what you say.
There we go. There we go. Say what you mean and mean what you say, Nails. Do you see that? What not? Anyways, all right. I don't want to keep you all evening, but I appreciate your support, Avril. Thank you for helping me get the TDT Poshcast out there. Keep going. Keep getting it lifted up. I appreciate you, your support doing this on this Sunday.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you like plan on like re-interviewing people, or is it just one and done?
If they want to be a re-interview, I can re-interview. I know Mr. Shark said he would like to do it again, have another interview. So I'm gonna interview Mr. Shark again. But yeah, why you say you want to come back?
I would in the future, but I was just wondering what your plan was for that.
Yeah, I don't mind re-interviewing people. I know Mr. Shark's gonna be coming back again. Next guest, I have a lot of people on the list who would like to be interviewed.
Yeah.
So just tune in Sunday. Next Sunday, 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, y'all. Tune in. Yep. Everybody, this has been the TDT Podcast. Avrils Closet is in the building. Y'all check her out. She goes live pretty much every day, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. She has mostly new tags items in her closet. Y'all go check her out on Poshmark. Follow her at the TDT Podcast. After this show, Tristan is going to get in his Urkel persona and dance to the Dougie. Maybe on Poshmark, but not on here. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. Adabessa is next.
I wish you could get Adabessa on here.
She said Adabessa is next. I'll be like, Adabessa, why do you run your stuff? Hey, no, seriously, have you ever been on his show?
He has. Does he still have an account?
Not anymore, but he had a show once, and I was on it in the chat.
What did he say?
I said, first of all, you can only see his head up. I said, why are you hiding your neck and your shoulders? Show us your whole thing. But he only had it. I don't know if he was like this behind a desk or something. All you can see was his head. I said, this is first of all, this is as soon as you jump in the show, it's weird already. So and then why are you showing just your head? Are you all right, my brother? But then he was on there. He said, I'm serious. He only had his head showing. I don't know if y'all saw it, but he said, I said, hey man, why do you run your items so high? He said, man, I'm trying to make a profit. I said, okay. Well, more power to you, my brother. And I left the chat. That's what he said, though. I'm trying to make a profit.
He went into his show one time. He had this pocket watch. He ran it for like, I don't know, $4,000.
Oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with him, Jennifer? I mean, he just running random stuff. Adidas.
The Shein shirt. Did you see the Shein shirts?
I probably did.
He was running for like $100.
Yeah, like why would you wear a Shein Temu shirt for $100?
Yeah.
We're serious. Add that best side.
Yeah, he's about his business.
Yeah, he said, I'm trying to make a profit. I said, first of all, next time, show more than just your neck and head. That'll get people to stay in the chat. But anyways, y'all, this is Avrils Closet. Check her out. Poshmark at Avrils Closet. Check me out on Poshmark at TDT Garnett. I'll see you next Sunday, Central Standard Time, 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. We out.
It's always first the blade like ball fades. Echo when I let go of this praise in the hallway. Special, the way he wrestled with the devil. Come on. The pedal to the meadow while leveling up all day. Yeah. It's always first the blade like ball fades. Echo when I let go of this praise in the hallway. Special, the way he wrestled with the devil. Come on. The pedal to the meadow while leveling up all day.